I supposed to pretend you were beating me for being bad again? Or, like, are we going back and pretending to have the conversation again? Hi. Hi, everybody.
What?
I'm confused him.
Oh,
this is how to break a kid. And CPS can't do shit about it.
Oh my god. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Kid Ankh Ageplay Podcast. It's been a while.
Hello.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh, wow.
so
There's a lot of real estate.
I'll say
That's a lot of woo. I'm not sure exactly. I got into the private residences too.
So I have a question, because this is going back to the whole thing that we were talking about. You brought up something fascinating, so I wanted to ask.
So we are just having a conversation again.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you were pointing out that. So just for context, there is a conversation that we were having right now about essentially the difference between ABDL and DL. Or AB and DL. So, yeah, that's the question.
Wait.
Yeah, because...
What did you say the first time?
No, I said ABDL and DL. And I was like, no, it's AB and DL. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because... yes.
Yeah, so my question to you is, you found that... Because the thing that I had brought up was about it being an age play convention, and then we have a discussion.
No, it was a diaper convention.
Yeah, about it being a diaper convention.
It was a diaper convention, is what you had called it.
Yeah. So okay. So it's not. So do you think that do you see age play convention and diaper convention as two different things?
Yes.
Okay. I'm fascinated.
They can be. Probably the easiest thing to do is to call it just like with the ice cream all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So the ice cream is convention. Thing I like. How are you going to make it more specific to the thing you like? So for me, I can go to all those conventions. I can go to pretty much any convention because what I like is convention. Is being around that many people because my Kink Purging goes through the roof. I see all these people skitzing out on that thing that they really like. It's a known fact. I'm going to put my finger in your mouth if you yawn.
Mm-hmm.
It's a love language. Don't invalidate me. But, I'm sorry. There's an enormous bee flying around out, and it was just like.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. See.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. I just wanna, yeah. Anyway, sorry. Go away, bee.
It's actually trying to find a way into the house, but you were saying about being in the
so
yeah.
Do you like crushed up peanuts on your ice cream?
No.
Me neither. Do you like sprinkles?
Yes.
Okay, but what kind of sprinkles? Do you like the little ball sprinkles, or do you like the what do they call them in Pennsylvania? The Jim Jams or whatever.
The Jimmies.
Jimmies.
Yeah.
You like Jimmies?
I like Jimmies, but I also like the little ball sprinkles too.
I don't like Jimmies.
Really?
I can't stand Jimmies.
Huh.
What about strawberry glaze?
Yeah.
Caramel glaze. Hot fudge glaze.
Mm-mm.
Creme de menthe.
What?
Creme de menthe.
What's creme de menthe?
You know, like an Andes candy?
Yeah.
You know the green part?
Yeah.
That's creme de menthe.
Oh. No.
See, I would go nuts for that.
See, yeah, okay, I see.
So each of those things are those little things that you like. You just happen to want strawberry glaze and little ball sprinkles. A, B, and DL.
Okay.
They have both of those options at that specific convention. You get conventions that will have lots of things available. But then you take Techo is an anime convention, but not necessarily a music convention.
That's true.
So if you're super into the music side of it, Techo has less to offer for you, but there's still lots to offer as long as you like this thing or this thing or this thing or this thing.
See, yeah, okay.
So yes, AB and DL are separate. and we had made a point on that of, there are three things there. There are age players, there are adult babies, and there are diaper lovers. They are in Venn diagrams. Sometimes they overlap. They do not have to overlap.
Which there is a Venn diagram for this. Yeah.
I'm sure there's a Venn diagram for everything.
Yeah.
The one for BDSM and Renfest and D&Ders is just a circle.
But you see, the thing is that, like, no, you, like, I really like that explanation because that's very true. See, for myself, I personally am I'm more of an AB than I am a DL. But
really?
Yes. I am more of an AB than a DL. However, I do have DL tendencies. So I do have the whole...
And see, I would probably put age player for you at the least.
Yeah. I do consider myself an age player. Like, that's what I consider myself.
I think... I want to say that adult baby almost falls under the heading of age player, but not necessarily. Because in your adult babiness, I do not see a lot of age player.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's just because I just see your personality. Mm-hmm. Your personality leads to, if I reach over and go like that, exactly that. That's just you.
It is.
I don't separate that, So, and that's very much why, like, I don't always look at age play in that way, or really adult baby, or kink, or a diaper lover as specifically a kink.
Mm-hmm.
You have included it in with your kinks, but it is not dependent upon being kinky.
Yeah.
It's just part of who you are.
So, like, for myself, as far as, like, kink goes, like, I am, like, so, for instance, a lot of the reason why you don't normally see me have sex or like, really seem like I'm very interested in having sex.
I figured you were busy like me.
Kinda, yeah.
That's not what I'm here for right now.
Yeah.
I have places in which I can get that done.
Yeah.
I have all these things that I can't get done other places that I'm going to do while I'm here.
Yeah, it's just that
I can't go to Walmart and then, knock somebody down or slap somebody across the face just randomly.
But it's more so because I'm more interested in those that have, like, kind of the same interests as me in some cases.
Yeah, so it's more social for you,
yeah.
More community and connective.
Yeah.
Rather than a hookup.
Yeah. So, like, if I was to sleep with somebody, it's usually someone else that's in the...
And a convention is in between those two things.
Yes. So, for me, it's like...
Because it happens so randomly, or rarely.
Yeah, and it's like...
Yeah.
Like, I'm more interested in like, other guys and girls that are like, ABs, like
and
myself.
how do they make that work with their life, or...
No, it's more like it's like, because it's definitely
parallel play.
Yeah, because it's definitely a diaper fetish. I'm gonna say that much. It is a diaper fetish.
Okay, so you cannot achieve sexual satisfaction without a diaper being involved.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying when you noticed about the microphone being off. Which now that I see that it's...
Yeah, it's just...
I can't believe that either of us missed that it wasn't on before. Our society very much lumps things into that freak umbrella.
Yes.
The other umbrella. And then the closer you get to that umbrella, the more you start noticing there's all these little umbrellas, like, well, more like a mama jellyfish, and then a bunch of baby jellyfishes. And the tendrils that come off of those gets you into age play, and then diaper lover. And then, because... like I was saying, a friend of mine has mentioned several times different fetishes. They've got a foot or a boot fetish.
Mm-hmm.
I sent a picture showing off contacts that were Plano, but I was wearing glasses, and they're like, well, you're triggering my glasses fetish. And it's like, I know you've said this a couple of different times, but I will take an opportunity when I have it to remind you that fetish is an actual medical term, that you cannot achieve sexual gratification unless this thing is present.
So then all those things are present. See, that's the thing is.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, it's like, so I have to be wearing these boots. I have to be wearing glasses. All these things. It really, you take a hard minute. Stop adopting things, because there are people out there that unless glasses are involved, they can't achieve sexual gratification. There may be a deeper thing to that. That's their journey to explore. You know, I don't know. I would say I have a fetish for communication. There has to be a connect there in some kind of a way. An agreement in some kind of way. Even if it is the most base of kind of a primal, I smell your smells and they smell good and I want you to put your outie inside my innie because my smells smell good to you. Sometimes it just be like that. Sometimes I want to walk up to people and be like, no, don't even say hello. Don't ruin this for me. I am very sexually attracted to you and I would like to fuck you before you open your mouth and ruin it. And I know that sounds terrible.
So how many times has that happened?
Oh.
I'm guessing that means a lot. That has happened a lot.
You would be surprised, though. Guys get really pissed off, especially like at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it because it's basically my way of making the trash take itself out. If they can't see the humor and the compliment in what I've just done,
mm-hmm.
and the irony in what I've done, because usually it is very much like you walk up to somebody and I really just mean to pay them a physical compliment. And they go to say hello or want to buy you a drink or whatever. It's like, no, don't ruin this for me. And you look them up and down, and there are some people that they get the irony of it. They take the compliment. What I really love is when people call me out on it as being also bullshit. Like, that's not really cool. You wouldn't like that if somebody did that to you. And it's like, first off, you don't know me. I would love it if anybody just came up to me and didn't want any work from me. Just wanted to say, by the way, you are absolutely beautiful and you're never going to see me ever again.
See,
I don't want your time. I don't want your energy. I don't want you to spend any of it on me.
There was a chick who I met some years back.
This whole human thing, you're doing it right.
I have to throw this out there because you know what, you're right, because that does happen. There was a chick that I met some years back who happened to be into diapers just like I was and everything, right? She was in college and I had just graduated, like a couple of years before.
Graduated?
Yeah.
Of college.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she was like in her third year, and like when I got to really talking to her,
Bisexual cannot sit in a chair properly.
it's not a chair, it's a
Exactly.
Snorlax.
That is how bisexual I am. I'm listening. You were just out of college.
So
Yeah.
so her and I got to chatting, and at first I was like, oh, wow, she's really cool.
And then all of a sudden you're like, wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, and I'm just like, and then I got to really know her, and I'm just like,
you have that instantaneous connection of like, oh, the thing that I like, you like too, and you're like, boing, excited, this is gonna go somewhere, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh crap, you need to, shut up, quick, oh, no, you know what. Just keep talking.
Yeah, and then like that one time that she was just like, "Hey, maybe we should fuck, and it would be really fun." And I'm like,
time for that.
And it's like, no, like
The
that
time
boat
for that
is
was
past.
3 elections ago, sweetheart.
Yeah, it's like that. And we were like, "Oh God, that time had passed," because she was.
And it's sad because it's like there was at some point an attraction where you would have done that. But there's no longer that attraction. So that would be the only... Yeah, communication or that link is the only thing I could think of that would be a fetish for me. So you're saying that diapers are a fetish?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I kind of forced you into admitting that, but...
No, that's fine. Like, I'm fine with admitting that. Yeah, like, wearing diapers and, like, being around other chicks around my age, like, that are into diapers, too, is, like, that's something I'm interested in.
That is one thing. I see far more men, maybe the men are just more visible.
The men are more visible.
When it comes to age play in general, adult baby, and Diaperlover. I don't recall seeing any femme-identifying people doing diapers.
95% of my Instagram and my Twitter are filled with mostly like
Femme-identifying.
Yeah.
That is so unusual.
Yeah, it's just that you like.
Is it just that yet again here's yet another
No,
billboard
it's because
where men just have higher visibility?
No, it's just one of those situations in which a lot of women that are into diapers and like diaper fetish stuff usually don't come out to events or don't do anything of the sort.
Because why would they?
Besides that, there's another reason. Because a lot of guys in the community are very desperate. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and
you can change the word from community to earth.
Yeah. So it becomes like you're like to a lot of like guys that are diaper lovers and ABs and stuff like that, meeting a chick that's into the same stuff is really hard because of the fact that you have guys out there that are like walking the desert for like 300 years with no fucking water and just like water and
a thirsty bitch.
Yeah, and just the inkling of kinky
attention.
Not just attention, but kinky pussy just coming through is
that's
just
the thing, though. Like, and people put that on me. It's like, just because I'm a great person does not mean that I'm going to be this like be all end all of punani.
But you also have
it's a hole.
Yeah, but
it's wet.
But you're also have
not
people like
me.
that.
Huh?
But you do have people like that. And
and
you also have like people
Why
like.
do you sound like you're mad at me? Don't be mad at me.
What are you talking about?
You raised your voice.
Wow.
Shut up. My RSD has been like really bad lately. Like it's super sensitive.
So one of the things that actually got me is like when it comes down to it's like you have a situation in which like these guys are super heavily desperate. They really want this girlfriend.
Yeah, I see women age playing like the 4 to 6 range.
You have a lot of those, but you also do have quite a few like diaper.
Even at the 4 to 6 range, they continue the binky.
Yeah.
But I don't see the diaperness.
Because not all of them do. And the other thing is
I don't see the prevalence.
Do you know that the top 10 people on Just for Fans right now, which is the essentially kinky OnlyFans, is like the top 10 like cis female
Are age
models?
players?
Yeah, they're not just age player. All of them are ABDL.
Okay.
Yeah, which shows how popular it is, but
my wondering is, okay, I know somebody that we'll say I live in close proximity to, does not pay for these videos, but very much enjoys watching them. Also very much against that they do anything other than it's just funny. And that's the cake fart videos. Love seeing a scantily clad woman sit down and queef or fart on a cake. Oh, it's not like it does anything for me. I just find it, like, funny. So how many people making those the top 10, watching those videos, are doing it in that circus freak kind of a way?
I hate to tell you this.
Or is it really, there's just that many circus freaks around that are like, I want to watch the thing.
That's more of what it is. Because the way that I'm going to put it out there is that, like, it is definitely one of those situations where people, it is a very popular kink. Like, it is. Like, back in the day.
And yet it's still so out there and taboo.
Yes.
Do you know why?
But
Do you know why?
why?
Do you know why? Because nobody has made a shit-tastic fan fiction novel off of another shitty-ass novel that has been a giant red flag that we have sold a bunch of to desperate frickin' housewives.
That's true.
I'm sorry. I have certain ways that I feel about a couple of large fandoms.
But then you also.
Get back over here.
Ooh.
What did I kick?
No, it was this. It was my fault. No, it was mine.
Are you yelling at me again?
I'm yelling at you. Hey.
Oh!
No, but it.
Man. Fucking tired. But I'm not, like, tired to all hot. Oh, no, that's weird. Stop that.
What?
It's
what
weird.
Is?
Feet are there to end the legs.
I didn't even think of it like that.
Things.
What is gross about it?
I think it's gross. That's what's gross about it. I don't like it. But it does feel neat. Like, do a lighter touch so that you're not quite on the skin. Isn't that weird?
I don't feel anything really that different.
Really?
Yeah.
You can't feel the porcupine skin, like the porcupine hairs?
It's actually really soft.
Well, yeah, that's because usually I wax them off. So these are like brand new baby hairs that have not been hardened by the razor's edge. Damn it. Can I say any sentence without being fucking poetic?
I don't know. That's up to you, isn't it?
Hey,
no, getting back to...
I just own the mouth. The shit that falls out, I lay no ownership to.
My only question is that, like...
That's not your only question.
No, it's not. But, like you said before, one of the situations of, like, how it is viewed as a taboo, I will say it's actually vastly different from what it used to be. Because...
Yes and no. Yeah.
Because when I...
Do you think that we're just too far into the community to see how much of a taboo it is? We are so far removed from normie culture.
We were not that
First off,
catered
normies
to.
don't have culture.
No, we were not that catered to back in the day. A matter of fact, do you know that seriously, we weren't. We were not.
Y'all got a CSI episode.
We also have a Marvel comic where we're actually ridiculed by...
Pretty much like all comics are Diaperlover comics. Because, I mean, look at Superman. He could have chose to warn. He could have worn a kilt. Thor was Norse. That's very close to Scotland, and all them motherfuckers liked wearing skirts. He could have worn a skirt. He chose to wear...
Thor is actually Germanic.
Thor?
Yeah, Thor is actually Germanic, because this Nordic is actually Germanic.
So not Norse.
Norse is Nordic. Nordic is Germanic. There is this slow just boil, and I'm looking at it. I know this because I had a roommate that was very no. Yeah.
I had a roommate that was male who also had a penis, so he knew. All I'm saying is, Thor, he wore a diaper. What color was Thor's diaper? You know this. I'm saying the original, like, 50s.
No, that was...
70s, whatever.
I would say he was more of wearing a onesie, if anything, because of how that looked.
He had a diaper, just like Superman.
No, because it was like...
Spider-Man's the only sane one out of all of them. He's wearing a onesie. He does not have a codpiece diaper that he's wearing.
I mean...
How is it every single episode we always come back to comics?
Because...
I don't even like comics.
Well...
Give me some bazooka gum.
Well,
there.
wait
That's my level of comic. I'm lying. I'm just doing that to make you make that face.
So...
Don't get them unrolled. They need to be put up. What is this?
I mean... There is stuff like... The reason why
they did not make a pop... Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah. I do kind of hear.
X-Men versus Avengers babies.
There you go.
Yeah. They actually did do a comic like this. This is why it always comes
but right here, I kind of like the Juggernaut.
That's Colossus.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. He was the Juggernaut for a while.
Well, how the hell am I supposed to know that? There he's dressed as Juggernaut.
Yeah, he what happened was that during Furious... Ow! I happen to know why. because I read the terrible fucking story it happened. But
the thing is maybe that is a commentary on the Marvel movies, because one, the comics and the movies be pretty much shown it's like you're a bunch of toddlers having tantrums.
Well,
look at not Infinity War. What was it? Infinity War, the one where Cap and Tony ended up like
the Civil War. Yeah, they actually did do
Civil War.
They did a Marvel's Babies of that one too, I think. However,
of course they did. They're acting like a bunch of children, and from day one they're acting like children.
But here's the thing.
But not even, because we expect more out of children.
In a Heroes for Hire comic, I have to find out which issue it was. Colleen Wing and
I want to be a hero for hire.
Holding
on for a hero till the end of the night.
Heroes for Hire.
Sorry.
Is a Luke Cage comic.
Yeah, I've been told that I would like that.
You would. Luke Cage is...
I'm a Dark Horse kind of.
But Luke Cage actually has a comic where he's actually ridiculed for...
I'm an oyster boy kind of girl.
But, I mean, it's kind of funny because you actually find out what are some of the kinks of the Marvel superheroes in some cases. Like...
I can do that by turning on TikTok.
Oh, well, funny thing is that one of the kinks that they were talking about is... Who was it? It was, apparently Luke Cage has an anal kink. Like,
most likely. They're all anal retentive.
Well, no. I mean, like, he actually supposedly fucked She-Hulk in the ass.
Oh, like you wouldn't?
I mean, given the chance, I wouldn't put that past me.
I mean, I'd like to give her a different name so that she's her own entity and not a spin-off of a male.
However, she does way more than her cousin does.
See, now that's one thing I did like about Ant-Man, because they didn't come out with an Ant-Woman.
It's Wasp.
Exactly.
She-Hulk, well, wait a minute. She-Hulk was a spin-off. However, her books are vastly different from Hulk's.
I imagine so.
But, and to be honest, Jennifer's kind of more well-liked than Hulk is.
Yeah, I imagine so. Not as much of a toddler, and expected to use her big girl words. So, instead of Hulk smash, it's She-Hulk nag!
No, she's a lawyer.
Is that like her big move?
No, she was a lawyer.
Don't nag me.
No,
you won't like me when you nag me.
You know how Deadpool breaks the fourth wall all the time?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Did you know that I am Deadpool's spirit animal?
See? So you know that...
What? What?
So...
What was the C?
Yeah.
There's no C to it. It's all
so you do know who Deadpool is.
Not a clue.
Deadpool actually did at one point break the... Like, before he would broke the fourth wall, She-Hulk did.
I broke the eighth wall. You didn't even know that it was that many. And there's actually like another 12, but those other 4 are like super...
Gee, if you break the ninth wall...
They're super fragile.
I was just about to say...
Oh no, those are the next 4 is super fragile. Expialidocious.
But no, my point is just that, like, in the Marvel comic, there's a Marvel comic where they actually did talk about ABs. There was there is actually a comic. See, that's
what I didn't like about CSI.
Yeah, CSI made that was stupid.
I did not. That was long before I was even adjacent to being adjacent. So
around the same time,
it was not good.
I think this is around the same time that they did this Heroes for Hire book, but it's Colleen Wing.
Done it better.
What's her name?
Heroes for Hire. No, that's a Luke Cage thing you said.
Yeah, it's his company, but they actually debut other heroes in it, like they did. What's her name? Midnight. Misty Knight. There's a black woman superhero named Misty Knight. Misty Knight and Colleen Wing, who is this one white chick with red hair and wields a samurai sword. They had to go and get information from this villain called the Baby. And I was like, the what? As I'm reading this book, I'm going, what the fuck is this? And they go into it by...
Well, if you want to get technical, Warner Brothers did it way long time ago with Looney Tunes.
That's true. But when they go into
that damn baby had a smoking problem.
When they go into
hey, sweetheart, come here and change my diaper.
Huh. Oh God,
it's not a cigar in there, honey.
I always wondered about that.
And you can see that bitch too.
Yeah.
As soon as I say it, you're like, oh fuck. Oh
but
shit.
The baby was actually like this giant fat man that was in a pram wearing a diaper.
That was you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just this giant fat man wearing a diaper that's sitting in a pram. Marvel got shit for that because Colleen Wing was like...
What's the difference between a pram and a stroller?
Is one is wider, isn't it? Or is it the exact same thing?
Prams are older.
Mm-hmm.
Prams typically have metal and rubber wheels instead of like all plastic shit. And prams, the baby faces you.
Oh, is that how that works? Okay, well, this thing, it was a giant pram, but like it was really strange because
But it speaks to the difference between the way that the world used to be and the way that Americans have made babies.
Mm-hmm.
Because what do we do now?
We have them face outward.
Yeah. We used to keep an eye on our own baby, and we would make eye contact and talk and all of this. And America turns that baby outward. Look at what I have. Look at my baby. Well, this is mine. I made this.
Well, the thing is, it wasn't a pram. It was a cot. I'm sorry.
It was a cot?
Yeah, it was like a.
What was it? A litter?
No. Like it was kind of.
I want a litter.
It's like a small little bed for him.
Not like a kitty litter.
It was like a big ass bed because he's like 600, 700 fucking pounds.
Jeez, it was like Pearl from Blade.
he was like yeah.
Speaking of which, what was Pearl? I know Pearl was a vampire, but when Pearl was not a vampire. Oh no, Pearl was pure blood.
I think so.
Was Pearl male or female?
Female? Male? I have to check.
Exactly.
But I was gonna
exactly.
But what I was about to say is that Colleen Wing has this scene where she just calls all the ABs that are in this building freaks. And she's like...
And are they at a point where they can't handle that yet?
Well, no. It's like, it's really weird because they go into this place and she's like, I fucking hate this place. She just starts going on. She says, with all these freaks. And Misty actually goes, can you, like, stop? There's nothing wrong with these people. She's like, they're just doing their own thing.
They're just freaks like all of us.
She's like, why are you judging them? And she actually even straight up...
Do you know why? Because she was closeted about her own freakdom.